What's going on, everybody? Tom Man here with a review of the steamy game released on Steam this past week called HuniePop. HuniePop is a dating puzzle RPG. Yep, that's right, a dating puzzle RPG. And apparently this game was wanted by the people to be created because it made over $53,000, which is nearly 3 times the funding that this company had intended for this game. And it was on Steam Greenlight, and it's been greenlit, and the all ages version has been released on Steam. There is a Steamy edition that is easy to get if you check. I will post a link on how to do that, and the developers openly created a way so you can patch your game to have more sexy fun times in it. But anyway, so the game is a dating puzzle RPG. All you do is date girls, complete puzzles, and level up your traits. And it's also a bit of a resource management type game. Like, you only have so much time in a day, you only have so many dates, you have so much money, you get so much honey, and basically you gotta manage everything to try to get each girl's in bed and win their panties as a badge of honor. Yep, that's what you do. After you have sex with a girl, well, sex, I mean a furious matching of puzzle pieces, you get the girl's panties. So, woohoo! But anyways, the game is basically broken down into 3 parts. You have this first part, which is like a question and answer and like a romancing phase. You give them food, you give them gifts, you shove food in their face, and then you ask them a bunch of questions. The questions phase, you earn the resource called honey, which you use to upgrade your traits. And traits upgrade your multipliers in the dating portion of the game. And the second phase is the dating portion of the game. And basically it's a match 3 puzzle type thing that like Candy Crush or Zuma or millions of games out there are pretty much the same type of thing. The thing that makes this game, or the puzzle game, somewhat different is that it does have whatever girl you're on a date, they have a different like and dislike of which tiles they want. So one girl might like the blue and hate the green. One might like the red and hate the yellow. So you gotta pay attention to what the girl likes and dislikes to get the best, the best matchups, and so you can actually complete the date. If you just solve things willy-nilly, you will fail most of the time. So it's very difficult to not just go into Candy Crush mode and just flick things around and then yada yada yada. And the third part of this game is the sex part. Once you get a girl to 4 hearts, which is 4 successful dates, they're like, fuck, I want to have some sex. Take me to the bone zone, please. And then you get to take the girl back to your room. And they'll present themselves in such a sexy way. In the Steam version, they're wearing, bras and panties and whatnot. But in the Steamy version, I don't believe they are wearing such things. But anywho, the 6-minute game is you just basically, it's the same mechanics as the dating part, but you can match any tiles together, and well, any of the same color tiles together, and you have to do it as quickly as possible to fill up a meter to get your girl to, see the light at the end of the tunnel type of thing. And and that's the game pretty much. That's all there is to it. You just talk with a girl, give her food, give her fancy trinkets that she likes, shove alcohol on her face, and then ask her questions, and then she asks you questions, and then rotate some tiles around on the board, and then rotate some tiles around the board faster. So that doesn't sound much fun, but it's kind of weird. It's just, I don't know. The appeal of the game is that it is a very Western type of game that normally this type of game does not exist. You don't. If this was made by a Japanese company, the girls would not be the way they are. They would be some tropey, this is your childhood friend. Oh, this is the tsundere girl. Oh, this is the Ojo-sama, the queen of the school, the untouchable queen of the school. And this game just says fuck you and makes up this whole new cast of characters, which don't really fit into any tropes of that anime girls usually fall into. I mean, they have somewhat the characteristics of them, but I don't know if this game would appeal to the normal visual novel, gotta keep it pure Japanese voice only type crowd. So anyway, would I recommend somebody just browsing on Steam to download and try this game out? Probably not. But if you want a fresh take on the visual novel type scene, and you like puzzle games, and you like taking girls or different girls each night to the Bone Zone with a puzzle game, I would say, yeah, go ahead, pick it up. It's not the best game in the world. It does become tedious at times. Just know that. Basically, during the first part of the game or the first phase of the game where you give them food and ask questions, there's only like 10 questions you ask them and 10 questions they ask you. So it slowly gets repetitive the more girls you end up, taking to bed. So, that's my biggest gripe with the game. And the only gripe I have with the game graphically or, with the audio is that the game does not run 16:9 and look good. As you can see through my gameplay here, I actually have to have the smaller window in OBS with a background behind it that I put together from other backgrounds, because it doesn't, like, when you set it to 16:9 in full screen, it stretches and just looks weird. It ruins like the good art of the game. So that's why I've got the little background on here, and I refuse to play it in full screen because it just looks like garbage, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to portray this game in a negative light like that. But that's my only two gripes with the whole game. It becomes tedious, and you can't play in 1080p without it stretching. So in terms of ratings, I would have to give it an 8 out of an 8 for a great bait mate. Alright, so thanks for coming by and watching the review of HuniePop. I might do further videos here in the future on how to play the game, because I feel that it's not explained the best in the world either, but that's something tolerable. And you can watch YouTube videos like mine to, learn how to, the best way to romance a gal and take her to the Bone Zone or Pound Town, So stick around for that, and I'll post the link to that video in the description when it is up. But anyway, thanks for coming out. If you could, like or dislike this video, either one is cool with me, honestly. And if you could subscribe to get all this awesome content and stuff I produce every couple of weeks, woohoo, that'd be so cool. I mean, if you ask my main girl, Aiko, the Japanese substitute teacher, I'd be like, hey, Aiko, would you subscribe to me?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes.
Nah, I think she's faking.